Hey guys, welcome back to One Man Op Fishing. Before I go out fishing today, which you'll see in another video, I'm going to do a quick video on how to spool up a bait caster, any bait caster, but specifically my SLX DC from Shimano, and as well how to save money on line. Okay, you know, if you're using monofilament or fluorocarbon, it's pretty inexpensive. It's not too bad. Obviously, fluoro is more expensive than mono, and braided line is more expensive than all of them. I like to use braided line. I fish from the bank, from shore, and you know, I need a good long cast, and I want something strong. In case I get stuck, I just can't paddle my boat over there and unhook it off of a piece of cover. Usually I'm stuck on the bottom on a piece of rock or something else, you know, because these lakes down here all have bricks in them and shopping carts and you name it, and it's easy to get caught. So if you've got stronger line, 30-pound braid is what I like to use. I had some 20 on a reel. I've taken it off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to move braid, any line really, but braid specifically because it's more expensive, from one reel to another. There's no reason to just unspool something. As your line gets a little older, now braid's a little different because you can kind of see if it's getting frayed, and maybe you cut, you know, 6 inches or 8 inches out each time you go out fishing. But what I like to do is I like to move it from one reel to another. What you're going to do is you're going to take all of the line that you've been using, say that 60 or 80 or 100 feet, 120 feet of line, because, you know, how far can you cast from shore? 40 yards, maybe 50 yards. That's reasonable to retrieve and catch the fish. So, but that's going to get used over and over. So the simplest thing to do is to spool it from one reel to another. And that way you're going to take all of the used line and you're going to put it at the bottom, and you're going to have nice new fresh line at the top. All right, it's just a nice way to save a little money, and at the same time you can change out the line without having to cut any off. So I'm going to show you to do that, and then we're going to pack up and we're going to go on a fishing adventure today again. Last time out we were in a new spot and we had real good luck. I'm going to go back to that same spot, see if they're still biting, and if not, you know, I've always got another lake or two lined up. So let's do it. Okay, this is if you watched any of my earlier videos, you'll see this this reel right here. Bingo, that's my Shimano from way back, my Bantam. I've got 30-pound spider wire on here. It's one of their castable ones, real nice. And again, I've been using this braid for a long time. I've got it set down. Here's my newer bait caster, and I got to get a couple more. I'm just showing you this. What I'm going to do is you can see I've taken the old line off, which I just didn't really like. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this end. This is the used end. You can see I've blackened it a little bit for extra cover in the water. This line is actually white. It's very easy to see, which is why I like it. I'm going to put this on, and then we're going to continue. Okay guys, we're back. You can see what I've done is I've run the line down through my eyelets in my pole, through the front of the reel, out the side. I've taken the spool out, and I've tied the knot, just a simple loop knot. Now I'm putting that back in, and you're going to take your side plate here. You're going to put that back on, and all these reels have some semblance of this. You're going to lock it down. Now I'm ready to take the line off of this reel. All right, we're going to take the line off of this reel onto this reel. And again, what we're doing is we're putting the old line on the bottom, and we're going to have new fresh line on top. And you can see there's plenty of line on here. I just like this 30-pound braid more than I had on here, the 20-pound. And I've got some other braid, older braid, I'm going to spool onto here later. And then you just go round and round. All right, so we're ready to go. The line's right here. You can see what I'm doing is I'm just using my finger to give it some friction. Now again, we're going to have to re-spool this. I'm not too concerned about getting it on tight, because again, we're going to re-spool this, and I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do. And again, I really like the white because it's very easy to see when you cast, but any color's fine. Yes, this is going to go on here perfect. This one is not as deep as my other Bantam, so this is going to be perfect on this reel. This reel holds just a little bit less. And you're gonna see I'm gonna have to cut some of this because it's so... All right, so we're good. I'm just gonna cut this one off. There it is. Okay, you can see I've got a little too much. I'm gonna go ahead and take some of that off, and then we're gonna re-spool it. Okay, we're back. Now what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've tied a brand new Gamakatsu 4/0 hook on here, razor sharp. Don't skimp on your hooks, guys. You can buy the cheaper bullet weights. You don't need anything more expensive than a regular old bullet weight, but make sure you buy a nice sharp hook. The difference between these and just regular old hooks is night and day in terms of hook set. You will, most of the time the bass will hook themselves with this. It's that sharp, okay? So make sure you buy good hooks, just a little extra advice. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come right out here to the old mailbox, and I'm gonna come right here. I'm just gonna tie it around. Now we've got it hooked. This is the simplest way. You're gonna now just back it right up, right down your block, okay? And remember, you do need some room here. You got about 100 yards, 120 yards maybe on this reel. And I like to bring it right down. You can see I got it right down to the end. All right, there it is. Now I'm gonna set it. Now I'm gonna keep the pole bent. And now I'm gonna put it on tight to go fishing. I've got brand new braid on my line, or on my reel rather. It's on nice and tight. You can see it's filled up. It's right to the edge, so I'm gonna get a good long cast. I've got my brand new razor sharp hook and my black bullet weight. And what I had on here, let's not forget I was fishing last time with this bad boy, this the larger Cinco style, and you can see he's a little beat up. I'm gonna change him out, but what I'm also gonna do is I tied a regular old hook on here, a regular knot. I used a Palomar knot. Here's my super glue. I'm gonna put a little super glue right on my knot, but I'm also gonna put a little super glue up here on my hook. Just a little, a dab will do you. And put that back on. Now again, don't touch it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and set it with a normal sized Strike King shimmy stick. Brand new. Now I'll keep the old ones because I will reuse them. Now I'm just gonna bring that around again. Don't grab your top of your hook, guys. You got super glue on it. You're gonna glue your fingers right to it. So you're gonna just bring that around, do it quickly, cover up the knot, and now your knot is 100%, and you've got a little dab of super glue right up here underneath to hold your stick bait on. It makes a big difference when you're fishing. A lot of times, you know, you'll lose these if a smaller bass or even a larger bass hits your bait. Now you've got a little extra help in terms of holding that on. And again, what does it cost you? It doesn't cost you anything. Okay, I hope you found that little tutorial helpful. You know, it's just a way to keep fresh line on the area where you're casting. Now I've got brand new line at the front of the reel, and it's perfectly fine. The older line is that line's maybe only 3 or 4 months old tops, but it does get beat a little bit, the water, the sun, the use. So now it's brand new, and it's just a way you can save a few bucks and at the same time keep everything the way it's supposed to be. That's that. I'm going to load up the car and I'm gonna go fishing, and you'll probably see the fishing video. I don't know what day's today. My days off are all goofed. Let's see, Wednesday. Probably see the fishing video. Maybe I'll drop it Friday if I catch anything. All right, guys. Mike here with One Man Op Fishing. See you soon.